Here we have for sale our January 2019 on a 68 plate Volkswagen Crafter. This is a CR35, meaning it's got a 3.5 tonne gross vehicle weight. This has got the 2 litre TDI Euro 6 140 brake horsepower engine, which is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, and this is the long wheelbase high roof Trendline van. There's no VAT to pay on this particular vehicle, seeing as the previous owner was a non-VAT registered individual, not a like a VAT registered company or anything like that. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around and show you the spec that you get on a Crafter Trendline of this age, and we'll also talk you through the unique spec of this particular vehicle, because there's a few optional extras which have been added as well. And we'll also have a look at, of course, the condition and service history, as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here, as we always do, at the rear of the vehicle, and we'll have a good look here at these rear barn doors. One thing to notice is with these are magnets. That tells us straight away that this has got 270-degree opening rear doors. So when you open the door up, you've got the arm inside just here. If you give that a pull, that clips into position there against the rear door, and you can open the door right the way out, almost, to its full 270-degree position. So it really gets the doors right out of the way to give you access then into the back of the van. So looking inside the rear of the vehicle here, we can see straight away that this van is ply lined. That, of course, is there to protect the vehicle from any outward dent, and we've got this nice non-slip GRP flooring here in the back as well. The other thing I notice here, there's plenty of tie-down points in the back of the van, and we've still got the factory fitted bulkhead fitted there as well. To give you a sort of an idea of height, I am 6 foot tall, and I can walk around quite comfortably in the back of here with a good few inches above my head on these lowest parts here, the support beams. But as I say, having a good look in the back of here, as I say, clearly in used condition, but overall, must be said, very good used condition indeed. If we jump out, let's say we'll have a better look now at the bodywork as well. On the rear bumper, we can see that we've got rear parking sensors integrated there into the rear bumper, and you've also got on this particular vehicle an optional extra, a reversing camera there nicely at the top of the doors, out of the way. And I'll show you how that works a little bit later on in the video when we go around to the cab. Looking at the rear doors then, having a good look here in the reflections. There are a couple of ripples to the rear doors, but I must say, looking very presentable indeed. Likewise with the plastic trims around the back of the vehicle. Of course, you're going to get a few little marks on top of the rear bumper. These aren't used to go to the shops on a Sunday, but all in all, looking very presentable. As I say, there are a few ripples to the rear barn doors. Moving then down the passenger side of the vehicle then, and again, just having a good look at the reflections here where available. Also having a look at these, again, the plastic trims. It does look to be in good condition. Again, side loading door, there are a couple of small ripples there. I don't know if you can pick that out in the camera, particularly sort of this area here. But again, very presentable. I'm sort of being very critical because I like to point anything out that I can see when doing these videos. If we open up the side loading door, big side loading door on these vans gives you a massive opening then going into the side of the vehicle. Got the yellow grab handle here on the left hand side, and as I say, it gives you a better chance then to have a look at that factory fitted bulkhead. We have got a couple of load lights as well. There's one at the back and then one just sort of above my head here on the side loading door. Have a good look here at the step as well. As I say, it's clearly been used, but in really good order throughout. If we open up the passenger door then, we can start to have a look inside the cab just here. Passenger door card is in very good order. Same goes with the step and the floor on this side, must be said. Looking at the passenger seats then, got the service book here, which I'll show you in just a second. Looking at the passenger seats, I mean, condition is absolutely spot on. There's no rips, tears, cigarette pins, anything like that in these seats. All looking very good. Doesn't smell like a smoker's vehicle or anything like that. You can lift these seats up, and that then gives you access to some extra storage here in the cab out of the line of sight. Always really like to see that. Also then in the middle seat, you can see that we've got another tab just here. If we give that a pull, you can then actually fold that middle seat all the way down, and that gives you a work tray, somewhere to store some paperwork, possibly under here, and a couple of extra cup holders there in the middle as well. But typical VW, just feels very, very good quality. These new Crafter seats, very nice to sit on, very comfortable indeed, it must be said. Looking at the dashboard here, again, all in really, really good order here on the dashboard. Of course, the glove box, and we can see here that we have got the book pack just there. And looking underneath, we have got 2 SD card slots just there as well, and I think a CD tray. Also a cup holder just here, but as I say, all in all, looking very nice condition. Got a service book here, and you can see that we have got 2 services recorded, both with Arnold Clark up in Aberdeen, which is where we actually purchased the vehicle from. So first one was done at 10,000, next one at 21,000, so it's probably not due a service just yet, but I think we are going to be MOTing this vehicle before it leaves us. Just having a look here at the passenger wing mirror, slight white marks here on the passenger wing mirror. We can certainly have a look at those, see if they will come off, but all looking very good indeed. Looking then towards the front of the vehicle, we can see that we've got LED headlights, which again is another optional extra on this van. Very unusual to see that on a VW Crafter. So you've got LED daytime running light all the way around the outside there, and also just in the actual main beam itself. But these are a much brighter, better quality headlight than the standard ones. We've also got front parking sensors as well. So on a big van like this, always good to have as much aid as you can when parking these vehicles. And then finally having a look here down the driver's side, and again just having a look at those reflections where available. This is looking really clean and tidy on this side. So unusual to find one of these in black, but as I say, take a good look at the condition here. As I say, we like to be as transparent as we can. If there's anything that I can see, I will point it out to you. There are a couple of marks here I can see just to this plastic trim just there. Again, very light marks, but certainly worth pointing out. If there's any sort of stone chips or anything like that, as I say, I will show those to you. And say this vehicle is going straight from here after being videoed. It is going into our workshop, I say, for a fresh MOT. Just looking at the bonnet here, there's a slight dent just here on the top of the bonnet. We can certainly have our paintless dent removal chap to have a look at that, but again, just worth pointing out. And of course, like any vehicle, a couple of stone chips to the bonnet. Nothing excessive, but there are a couple here which I can see which have been touched in. Usual motorway driving, usual things to see. If we jump inside the cab then, this is where we can really see the fantastic spec inside this vehicle. So condition of the driver's door card is very good, same with the driver's step and the floor in there, all looking very, very nice indeed. We've got height adjustability here of the driver's seat. This is also adjustability as well, and also lumbar support here at the back. We've also got a driver's armrest, which again, it's got adjustability on the wheel just under here. And as I say, just that lovely VW quality feel here. Lovely condition to the driver's seat, no issues there at all. Start looking into, as I say, some of the features inside then. So we've got electric windows, electric heated mirrors. You can see that we have got a remote key for the vehicle and then also a non-remote spare key as well. Looking at the steering wheel, lovely flat bottom steering wheel to this new Crafter, and very light steering, which just really disguises the size of the vehicle very well. On the left hand side you've got cruise control, so a lovely bit of spec to have, and you've got your volume controls for the radio under there. And then on the right hand side we have got the onboard computer controls. You can also skip to the next track if you want to. This is where you can use to sort of answer and hang up the phone. Looking at this screen here in the middle, we can see the mileage there just at the bottom, 25,722 miles, so lovely low miles on this particular vehicle. Using the grab handle then to jump in, we can start to have a look inside here. Up on top of the dashboard you'll see I've got a phone plugged in here to a USB point. We've also got an AUX point just there as well, and another cup holder up there on top. Looking then towards the middle, you can see, as I mentioned, 6-speed manual gearbox. Again, lovely on the motorway of course. And then looking into the middle, this is where you can toggle the parking sensors on or off, and also unlock the back or turn your start stop off if you wanted to as well. and a 12-volt socket just down there. Plenty of storage up on top of the dashboard, and then the all-important screen here. So straight away we can see that this one has got App Connect. So that's where I've got my phone plugged in. We've got Apple CarPlay on here, so very nice feature to have. As I say, you've got the full maps view here as you would on your phone. You can of course listen to your music or podcasts as you would on your phone as well, or you can even use Google Maps, Waze, or any other apps that are compatible with App Connect on your phone. If we go back to the normal screen here, then you can see that we have got DAB radio on here, and of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth if you wanted to. If I put the vehicle into reverse, this is where you'll see the rear camera displaying there, and you've also got a parking sensor display here on the left hand side as well to show you where items are front and rear. So a really comprehensive spec to find. The other thing which I almost forgot about is we have actually got as well inbuilt sat nav. So again, a crucial bit of spec, so unusual to find on a van like this, but we've got the inbuilt VW sat nav just there as well. So just to summarize, this is a 2019 on a 68 plate Volkswagen Crafter. It's a CR35, so CR Crafter 35, 3.5 tons gross vehicle weight. This has got the 2-litre TDI Euro 6 engine with 140 brake horsepower. And I say this is the Trendline model, so fantastic spec. Long wheelbase, high roof in this fantastic metallic black. And we've got a lovely spec on this. As I say, LED headlights, so unusual to find. Front and rear parking sensors, rear camera, App Connect, sat nav. It really has got a fantastic specification, this van. We have got service history as well, as I've shown you, 2 previous services, and I say we will be putting this vehicle through our workshop as well. It's going to have a fresh MOT and also a health check as well. And it's all idling and running, driving correctly as it should be. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, starting as low as 7.9% APR. And we can also arrange finance for limited companies as well. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. All of our vehicles come with our own 3-month or 5,000 mile personal warranty, which covers you nationwide. And of course we can deliver our vehicles as well for a fee, so by all means get in contact for any queries that you may have. Thank you very much for watching.